did a lot of digging into this. I knew this was a big item. And I give out a package to the councilors, which is mostly the compensation book, some of the facts and figures around Massachusetts in regards to comparisons that I hope folks can look at. And a couple of points to be made. And I'm not picking on any communities. They're just as busy as Quincy is. But, one of the communities, and a lot of the communities that I look at in regards to like a Belmont and a Lowell that are making 220, 235, with populations of, Belmont has 26,000 people. That's Ward 1 and Ward 2 here in Quincy combined. I look at people get wrapped up into titles. I don't think a title matters. You're paying a person to do the job, to run the town, the city, the corporation, whatever you want to call it. And some of these salaries were staggering in regards to the size of the community and the amount of money. Also, to point out, and I don't know if everybody got to look through it, everybody has a deputy city manager. Everybody has an assistant town administrator. This is a single executive position. Everybody has the Chris Walkers and the Al Graziosos of the world and all these other towns. They all have that same type of organization. But this is a single mayor, single executive position. There's no deputy mayor. It's an individual executive position. So when you start to put together an assistant town manager and a town manager, and let's say Holbrook, you're up to $270,000 for 16,000 people, 11,000 people. So we keep going. Whoever keeps talking, please stop with the comments and let me finish. And we're not going to have any talking out of the audience. I asked right at the beginning for respect and to keep the issues between us here, so I don't want to hear any more comments. So I look at these things like Plymouth. I look at places that are getting paid $252. I look at Cambridge, which has a city manager, an assistant city manager, and a mayor. There's 3 people, it's over $700,000 in Cambridge. I could go on and on and on. But the position here at $150,000 is grossly underpaid. And I came from the private sector after 40 years, and I've been around for 20 years now. And I could never understand how the boss of what I consider the company here, Quincy, is getting out-salaried by the majority of his employees. And he's out 24/7, 7 days a week. He or she, doesn't matter who it is, that position in Quincy works. And that's why we have such a great city. You look around. I know a lot of people here made comments tonight to the department heads that they've done a great job. But that's why you see what you have. That's why the budgets are strong. So the same goes for me when we get to talk about the council, but I dug into this as hard as I could to try to come up with a good analysis. And I have to agree with Mr. Walker that the number is a solid number for a guy who runs right now a $500 million budget. It's a $500 million budget for one guy to make a lot of the calls here in Quincy, and he makes a lot of the calls. People will say, well, town manager's different, city manager different. They all put the pants on the same way. They all come out and work. That salary's a salary. So I just wanted to express that a little bit. I've heard a lot of people say they don't like it. I've heard a lot of people say they like it. It's way overdue. But I'll open it up to the councilors now for conversation.